In the heart of a remote countryside, an isolated national highway stretched endlessly, a ribbon of faded asphalt cutting through a desolate landscape. Locals knew it as Highway 13, a road plagued by a dark and sinister history, wrapped in chilling legends that had endured for generations. On a fateful evening, a group of friends dared to challenge the eerie reputation of Highway 13. Among them were Mark, the stoic skeptic; Lisa, the thrill-seeker with a taste for the supernatural; Tom, the firm believer in the unknown; and Emily, the level-headed realist. They gathered with flashlights in hand and a shared sense of adventure, ready to unravel the mysteries of the cursed highway. As they ventured onto the dimly lit highway, the world around them seemed to fade away. The moonless night enveloped the landscape in an inky blackness, allowing only their flashlights to cut through the obscurity. Tom, an enthusiast of the supernatural, regaled his friends with chilling tales that had made Highway 13 infamous. He spoke of phantom hitchhikers who vanished into thin air, of ghostly apparitions that roamed the roadside at night. Lisa, always seeking the thrill of the unknown, was captivated by Tom's stories, her initial excitement mounting as they ventured deeper into the lonely highway. Mark, however, dismissed the tales as mere superstitions. A staunch skeptic, he regarded the unsettling stories as products of overactive imaginations. Emily shared Mark's skepticism but couldn't deny the ominous atmosphere that weighed heavily upon her as they journeyed further into the forsaken highway. Their journey continued into the abyss of night, the road stretching onward endlessly. The air grew colder, and the once clear sky became obscured by thick, rolling clouds that seemed to press down upon them. An eerie stillness hung in the air, replacing the jovial banter with a disquieting silence that chilled their bones. Suddenly, the car's headlights flickered and extinguished, plunging them into complete darkness. Panic surged through the group as the engine sputtered to a halt. Tom frantically tried to restart the car, but it remained ominously silent. With no other choice, they reluctantly decided to continue on foot, flashlights guiding their way. Each step felt laden with dread, the dense forest on either side of the road looming like silent sentinels. The once confident group now moved forward cautiously, their laughter replaced by a gnawing unease. Tom's tales of the highway's malevolent history echoed in their minds, and the oppressive feeling of being watched grew stronger with every step. Shadows danced at the edges of their vision, and the woods seemed to come alive with unseen eyes that tracked their movements. After what felt like an eternity of walking, they stumbled upon an abandoned gas station, a decaying relic of a bygone era. The windows were cracked, the sign rusted, and it stood as a somber testament to the highway's forgotten past. Inside, they discovered a stack of old newspapers, their yellowed pages filled with stories of accidents, inexplicable disappearances, and eerie phenomena linked to the cursed highway. Mark, the skeptic, couldn't help but sense that there might be more to the legends than he had initially believed. As they delved deeper into the forsaken gas station, they were suddenly pierced by a spine-chilling sound, a faint, mournful cry that seemed to emanate from the depths of the surrounding forest. The cry grew louder, closer, and the group froze in terror. Out of the darkness emerged a figure, its form obscured by tattered clothing and disheveled hair. It moved with a ghostly, unnatural grace, its eyes hollow and devoid of life. Tom whispered in a trembling voice, "The vanishing hitchhiker." The specter drew nearer, and the group's panic reached a fever pitch. They turned and fled from the gas station, sprinting through the night, their flashlights slashing through the darkness like frantic beacons of hope. The vanishing hitchhiker pursued them relentlessly, its anguished cries echoing in their ears. Just as they reached the edge of the forest and the perceived safety of the highway, they heard a haunting whisper, carried by the wind itself. It was a name that sent shivers down their spines. The name of the vanishing hitchhiker. In a shocking twist, as they turned to face the spectral figure, they realized that the name whispered in the wind was not the name of the ghostly apparition but the name of one among them. The figure reached out and touched its ghostly hand to Mark's shoulder, and with a blood-curdling scream, Mark vanished into thin air. The friends fled the highway in disarray, their hearts pounding and their minds reeling from the nightmarish encounter. The curse of Highway 13 had claimed one of their own, and the legend had become a chilling reality. They would never forget the night they ventured onto the haunted road, where the line between the living and the dead had blurred, and where the darkness held unspeakable horrors. To this day, the legend of the cursed highway endures, a grim warning to all who dare to traverse its haunted path. And Mark's name is whispered in the wind. A haunting reminder of the price paid for skepticism and a journey into the unknown.